I've owned this Porsche for about a year now, and this is my 2008 Porsche 911 997.1 Carrera, and I think this is a great example of an OEM Plus build. I'm going to walk you through some of the different things that have been done to this car and why I think it's so great. It's a great balance of a great driver's car, aesthetically looking awesome, and I get compliments on it wherever we go. So first, this is on H&R lowering springs, so it's not stock suspension. Again, this is a Carrera base. It is a 6-speed car, black on black, but it's on H&R lowering springs. It has Fuchs replica wheels. I've done the Porsche factory roof transport system. I use this mostly for surfboards. It has 997.2 style lights. It has Fab Speed side mufflers with Fab Speed black chrome tips. It also has a Fab Speed carbon intake, which makes this sound really good. On the inside, I've kept it relatively stock. So this is actually a 6-speed manual car, black on black. I know a lot of people don't like this wheel. I actually really like it, but nothing to do on the inside. I actually think it's really nice when, you know, the car kind of has a more factory look, especially where everything now is going to screens. The primary application for me with this car is really road trips. So one of the things that I really enjoy to do is take my cars on different trips. So last year, this car went from LA up the coast, up the Pacific Coast Highway, weaving through some of the back roads, mountains, and we went to Big Sur. We surfed along the way. It was about 1,000 miles over the course of 4 days. That's also why you see that I have the racks on it, so it carries the surfboard. I take it locally to go surfing as well. I actually keep this car out of state, so I store it out of state. It's actually never been in my home state, but it's a car that I love to go take on road trips. I'm actually about to go take it on a road trip right now. We're gonna go another 1,000 miles all over kind of Southern California in the different mountains. But I think it's a perfect car. It's a great combination of a driver's car. I think the H&R springs are a little stiff. However, it's just a great car. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, I love the way it looks. I love the practicality of it. I've got a full kind of hard case carry-on in the front. I love having the racks for surfing, and I love that the interior is completely stock and the outside looks amazing and it sounds really good. One of the things I never really enjoy is when people go and talk about the perfect 911. I think there is such thing as a great 911, but to me that's almost every 911. If you go look at 993, it's awesome. If you go look at 996, it's awesome. Go look at 997, 991, 991.2, 992. All the cars are great. And if you're into air cool, that's great. If you're into water cool, that's great. And in my opinion, you don't really have to go and exclaim that one 911 is the perfect 911. I mentioned that I actually am fortunate enough to have two 911s, so I have a 997 and a 991. Both those are .1s. I bought each one of those for a completely different purpose. This car is super fun to take on road trips, kind of back roads and carved canyons. Maybe not, you know, the best one to take on a track, but it's a great 911 for what it is. It's a great size, it's just fast enough, and I have a lot of fun with it. And when you talk about the perfect 911, sure, you can go and say that a 992.2 GT3 is the perfect 911. You can also go say a 993 911 is the perfect 911. But to me, it's really all about what you're going to use it for. And one of the things I like is that, you know, a 997 and 991 right now, you can actually get for reasonable money. So I can take it, like I said, I'm on my way to go to a 1,000-mile road trip, and I don't have to be overly worried about every single little rock trip. Yes, I have the cars PPF'd, but things are going to happen. And so one of the things that I really enjoy is I don't have to worry about value as much. I get to use the Porsche 911 for what it was meant for, which is great driving experiences, perfect balance. Each one of them has their own unique characteristics, whether it's size or steering. And everyone's just so fixated on, you know, hydraulic steering or water cooled, air cooled, naturally aspirated, turbocharged. They're all great. I've spent time in all of them. I've tracked them, driven them in kind of the canyons, and they're all great. Every single one of them is fantastic. And so it's really about, what are you going to use the car for? Do you want to be worrying about depreciation? Do you want to kind of park it in a garage for it to look at? Or do you want it to be something that you use on an everyday basis? And for me, that's what I love. I love to be able to use my cars, and I love that the 997 is a fantastic road trip companion. I love that the 991 is also a fantastic road trip companion, and neither of them are really dropping in value. You can get a nice 997 for kind of 30s to 50s. You can get a nice 991 for, you know, high 60s to low 90s for a .1, and for a .2, a 90s to kind of just about 100. So to me, they're fantastic cars all around, every generation of 911, and we don't necessarily need to go debate which one is the perfect 911 or the best 911.